What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with an Adaptability Dragalge. So about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we ended up doing a video with an Adaptability Basculegion, and that thing was super strong. And it makes sense too, because adaptability is an ability that allows you to get a 2x multiplier on your stab, as opposed to just the original 1.5. So that damage output is definitely noticeable. So I decided to search up what other Pokemon end up getting adaptability as an ability, and unfortunately, there really weren't that many, and especially ones that were available in this game too. But thankfully, one of those Pokemon was Dragalge. And it's a Pokemon that I haven't used before, so I decided to actually look it up, and really, its stats aren't that bad. You know, it's got some pretty good bulk and defense and special defense. It's 90 and 123 respectively, I believe. Its HP does leave a little bit to be desired. It's only got 65, but still, with that amount of bulk and defense and special defense, it still could withstand a couple hits. Now, one of the downsides of Dragalge is its speed. I mean, its base is only 44, which means it really lends itself better to a Trick Room team, so that's kind of what we ended up doing here. And when you look at its attack and special attack, it does lend itself better to be a special attacker, despite the fact that it is only a 97 base. However, when you take into account the adaptability, that really does end up making it a little bit better. And just to make sure that we do end up getting that damage output that we want, we did end up putting the Life Orb on it as well. Now, when it comes to moves, we do have Dragon Pulse and Sludge Bomb on it, which are both really strong stab moves, and also kind of cover for each other pretty well. I mean, Dragon Pulse does go into a lot of types pretty well, especially with like a neutral hit even. However, of course, with fairy types, it really doesn't affect them at all. So that's why we do have Sludge Bomb on there as well, because that's going to end up taking care of those fairy types. And then the other typing that I know that Dragalge would have some troubles with would be the Steel type. So thankfully for me, I did end up having a Dragalge that I had in the box that was from one of the dens from, I think, a couple months ago. And thankfully, that was from a ground den. So that's why we ended up having the ground on it, mainly because I didn't have the Terra Shards to really kind of change that. But also because with Terra Blast, that ground is going to make it so that we do have a really good move to use into a Steel type. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Again, Dragalge is a Pokemon I really haven't used before, so I think this is going to be a nice little learning experience. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't yet, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. But let's get into the battles. Well, would you look at that? First matchup, and it looks like a team that sets Trick Room itself. However, it does look like they have a couple other Mons that are going to be able to take care of Mons not in Trick Room. So, I still think we're going to try to set it ourselves. So we'll end up going for Farigiraf and, honestly, I think I might go Iron Hands, only because I feel like with Rillaboom, if they end up starting with one of the Ruinous Mons, we're going to be a little SOL. You know what I mean? So I think having Iron Hands out there would be good. And then Dragalge in the back, along with... Yeah, I would love to go Glastrier, but... Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I think Azumarill might be a better play, though. Yeah, I think we're going to go Azumarill then. We'll bring Glastrier another time, though. I remember doing the video on Glastrier, man. I actually really enjoyed that thing. We actually used that team on stream for like the whole next week or two or something like that. But yeah, I don't usually use like a Trick Room team, so again, this might be a little rough. And actually, let me put this to full screen. Sorry about that. Okay, and this is actually kind of fine, if I'm being honest with you. We don't really have to worry about... yeah, attack heighten, that's not great. I think we're going to have to end up terrestrializing here then. I hate to do that right away, but really, realistically, terrestrializing into ground with Dragalge, I mean, it would only make the ground move from Ursaluna be become a neutral move, so I don't even know if it would be worth it. So I think I'm gonna have to terrestrialize into Fairy here, just to make sure that we don't get knocked out. And then let's I'm gonna fake them out. Yeah, because watch this be a Ghost Terra over on Chiyu. Okay, We faked out the right Mon then. I feel much better about that. It's probably going to be a Dark Pulse anyways, but I think we're going to be totally fine. As much as I think that we would be able to survive a Dark Pulse, I still just want to make sure, you know? Better safe than sorry. That's what I've learned. Nice. Yep. Wow, okay, yeah, that... Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, it's a Lord one, too. Okay. Alright, that scared me for a second, because it was like it would flinch, and I'm like, no, not on the Dark Pulse. And I forgot that they still would have had to do their move. Perfect! Nice. I like that. So let's go for a Dazzling Gleam here. And they've already terastallized, so... Wonder if I should just try to take out the fish. No, I'm gonna go for the Drain Punch. Yep, they were gonna go Rage Powder anyway, so that's perfect. But they're not gonna be able to stop... Okay, that's fine. That might actually knock them out with the Dazzling Gleam then. I was gonna say, that's not gonna be able to stop the damage over on... Ooh, over on the fish with the... Oh, giving the crit back. Let's go. Love to see that. But yeah, they weren't going to be able to protect them from that. Heat Wave, that's not ideal. That does knock out Farigiraf. Hopefully that does not cause a burn on hands. That would be bad. Okay, I think we're good to go. Alright, let's go Dragalge. I have faith. Question is, who are they going to send out now? It's a Gourmet. It's the bear. Alright, that's totally fine, honestly. I am going to go for the Dragon Pulse down there. And we can also go for a... I'm going to go for a Thunder Punch over there. Yeah, because that's what I was afraid of too. But let's just get rid of Chi-Yu here. Wonder how much that's going to do, you know what I mean? And it does suck to get rid of Chi-Yu, only because, honestly, they would have helped us out with the Dragon Pulse there, because they would have lowered the special defense, but either way, I understand why they did what they did. Definitely makes sense. Question is, who has the speed? Now, we are a negative speed nature. So let's go Dragon Pulse again. Oh, this is going to sound so dumb, I know. But I'm going to go for a Drain Punch over there, only in the event that they have Ally Switch. I'm glad we covered for that. Get the Dragon Pulse over there. Question is, who outspeeds? Nice! Not nice! Oh, alright. Nice crit, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Earthquake. Yeah, and we're both weak to it, which is unfortunate. Oh, and the crit on hands, too. Yeah, it is unfortunate that they both get taken out with that, but we did do some good damage over there. Okay. Now, the problem is, do they go for a Protect and a... Because I feel like they're going to go for a Protect and a Lunar Blessing. The question is, do we go for the Play Rough over there to call that? Or do we go for the Aqua Jets? I'm going to test my luck. I'm going to test my luck and go for the Aqua Jet. I mean, it's the right call, let's be honest here. Lunar Blast. Oh, they just went Moonblast! Okay. Alright, now here's the thing. Now, do I call them going Ally Switch? Or... Because part of me wants to protect here, but if they go Lunar Blessing, then we're a little SOL at that point. But I'm going to take the risk and go for a Protect. Please go Ally Switch. They went Helping Hand. Okay, we made the right call regardless. Ally Switch, Helping Hand, those are the two that would have helped us. But going for the Protect here pretty much guarantees that, yeah, we just don't get hit here. Ooh, and then we're going to go Facade too. Perfect. So they get burnt again. They're gone, and now it's just going to be Cresselia versus Azumarill. And I feel much more confident about Azumarill than I do about Cresselia. So, let's go Liquidation. Let's hope we can lower the defense. That's fine. And it lowers our special attack. That ain't going to do anything, though. And we also do have a Citrus Berry in the back, too. Can't get the defense drop. That's okay. We're just going to go back and forth with the Moonblast and the Liquidation. But there we go. Now we got the Berry. And then if we get it down to the red, we'll just end up going Aqua Jet. Okay, yeah, we're going to go Aqua Jet just to prevent a... if they were going to end up going for a Lunar Blessing or something. Either way, that's perfect. So there we go. I mean, I know Dragalge ended up getting knocked out, but again, hey, you're facing down a Pokemon that you are 2x weak against without any Terra. Yeah. And it was important to really get that Trick Room up too. So either way, you know, it still came out with the victory thanks to Azumarill at the end there, but either way, really good game. All right, now unless that is an Imprison Trick Room Fluttermane, I feel like we're going to be able to, yeah, we're going to be able to get this Trick Room off. One of the things we do probably have to worry about too is a potential taunt. Mainly because I know that Rillaboom does get it from time to time. But let's have them in Iron Hand, so maybe we can end up faking out Rillaboom just so they can't get a taunt off. And then in the back, we'll have Dragalge, of course. Honestly, let's go Glastrier. I think having the ice is going to be great against 1, 2, 3 of their Pokemon, and potentially a fourth if they end up terrestrializing into grass. And if they don't terrestrialize into grass, we will have the Stomping Tantrum to be able to take care of Heatran. And if not, again, Icicle Crash then at that point. But again, it just kind of depends on who they lead. It's very possible it could be like a Fluttermane and a Landorus lead, expecting like Iron Hands and Farigiraf to set up the Trick Room. It could be, I don't know, I'd just be speculating at that point. Ah, that makes sense as well. Alright, I kind of wish we had Rocky Helmet. Alright, we're going to go with the Trick Room. And again, honestly, I'm more afraid of them going for a taunt than them going for the Surging Strikes. Pretty sure I can survive his Surging Strikes, but we can't deal with a taunt. So let's fake out over on Rillaboom. No taunt. Oh, the Surging Strike is going into hands. Perfect. You'd love to see that. Ooh, that one did a lot more damage than the first one. Got it down to half. Understandable. I was going to say, I hope that's not Covert Cloak, you know? And let's get that Trick Room up. Let's go. Alright. Ooh, don't do that again. Let's go Dazzling Gleam here, even though the Hyper... Actually, no. We're going to go with the Hyper Voice. I think that would probably end up being better. Maybe Ground Mons. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to go for a Drain Punch over into Rillaboom. Yeah, because I was going to say they were either going to Protect or they were going to swap into, like, Landorus or something. But the fact that they didn't swap out and try to get the Intimidate leads me to believe that they don't have Landorus in the back. I know. Yep. That's fine. We get some more damage. Do we get it to the red? Just barely. Yep, there's the knockoff. That's a lot of damage. Safety Goggles is gone. That's not ideal. I don't know if we can knock out with a Hyper Voice over there now. But we're going to try, and I am going to try to go for a... I'm going to try to go for a Thunder Punch over there, just in case they don't swap out. And if they do swap out, hopefully it's into like something like Flutter Mane. Is that wishful thinking? Yeah, probably. But that's okay. Question is, what are they going to do? Okay, just please don't be Landorus. I assume that you didn't have it. Now that looks like... Okay. Okay, so it's a neutral hit. Not bad. A Drain Punch would have been a lot better. That's alright. And we do take out Rillaboom. That's really, really nice. Although, unfortunately, Dragalge isn't getting any time on the field with the Trick Room up. So that is a little unfortunate. They may end up protecting over there, honestly. So I may end up swapping out the Giraffe for Dragalge, depending on who this is. That's a distant past one. They did bring land. Okay, I'm a little surprised by that. I'm not going to lie. I am really surprised by that. We have Trick Room for 2 more. Huh. Well, let's go with the Hyper Voice, and I'm going to swap into Dragalge. It is a little rough, because they may end up going with a... We may end up going with an Earthquake, but I think we can end up surviving that. Because it'd be tough for them to go for an Earthquake if they have their Steel and Fire Mon out there as well. Although I feel like this is about to be a Grass Terra, and we're going to really regret going for putting Dragalge out there. But that's okay. You know what? Positive thoughts. Hopefully we don't see a ground move here, and we see a Protect from... We don't. That's unfortunate. Wow, they did go Earth Power. We do survive that pretty handily, though. And they went for the U-turn over there. That's fine. Farigiraf stays in. That's really nice. And obviously we're able to tank that that Earth Power, too. And obviously that just speaks to the... What did I say? It was 123 for the special defense. Yeah, so that's pretty nice to have, not gonna lie. Yeah, they may go for a double Protect here, unfortunately. Or double Detect, whatever you want to call it. But let's still go for the Hyper Voice, and let's hope we can do something here with the Sludge Bomb over there. I would imagine it's going to be Detect, and then Protect. But again, I could be wrong. But I'm not! Okay, Protect... And then they went Detect too, right? Oh, they just didn't realize they couldn't go for the Aqua Jet. That's fair. So no Sludge Bomb. We could have probably taken out Urshifu on that one. That's alright. What can you do at that point? And again, just kind of shows the bulk of Dragalge. Oh boy. Now the problem is we're going to Terrastalize, and unfortunately that is going to make us weak to a water move at some point then. That is unfortunate, it really is, but that's going to be the reality of the situation. So let's go for a Trick Room, let's Terrastalize, and let's go for the Sludge Bomb over there. I want to be able to take out Heatran. Obviously, Urshifu is a threat as well, but thankfully we have Iron Hands in the back to be able to take care of it. And then Glastrier, well, I mean, we would have to worry about like a close combat with them. So that would be a little rough, but I still think we'll be okay here. I don't think they're going to go for a water move over into Dragalge. That would be ridiculous because we do resist that. So I think we're going to be okay from that standpoint. They want to be able to knock out Farigiraf so they can't get up another Trick Room. And then they're going to go for another Earth Power. Huh. Well, that kind of sucks. That's okay, though. That's just really, again, that kind of just... It's just a little baffling, I'm not gonna lie. Again, we would have resisted that. So that did 90 as a super effective. Divide that by 2 is 45. Divide that by 2 again. Would have been about 22 per hit, give or take. And we would have survived that. And the Heat Wave, yeah, that would have been bad. But we would... doesn't matter. Either way, let's go with the Dazzling Gleam here. And let's go with the Icicle Crash. Hoping that they don't protect, although they do. And I would imagine another Detect too. Wow, again, they're just not protecting over there, even though they went Detect on that first one. That's okay. This is super effective. Wow, okay. I mean, I guess I do understand that, though. Yeah, Surging Strikes into Farigiraf, that is unfortunate, but they were going to go down at some point, too, you know? That's okay. We're still, I still think we're in a good spot, though. Bring out Iron Hands. We can have some Fake Out pressure here. Again, they haven't shown Detect. We know they have Lando in the back. Okay. Okay, so they do have Lando in the back, again. And that is a little unfortunate. We do, thankfully, with Glastrier, have kind of a built-in immunity to the... I should say built-in. It's not built-in immunity, but still have an immunity to the Intimidates, though. So let's do that. Let's go Icicle Crash over there. Again, I would imagine that's going to be a swap-in of Lando right here. Again, I could have went for a Fake-Out, but... Wow, they didn't swap. Okay, so we get 2 free knockouts here. That's pretty nice. We got the crit. The crit wasn't going to matter. It was going to be a really strong, super effective move over there. So, either way, still, that was good. And then, of course, the Chilling Neigh first. My bad. And Drain Punch. Drain Punch takes care of that. And now all we have to deal with is their Intimidate Mon, which is not going to affect our Glastrier. It will, however, affect Iron Hands, but I still, okay, we're going to be alright, regardless. Yeah, 1 Intimidates, it's going to affect one, but not the other. They did already Terrastalize, so we don't really have to worry about anything like that. We have Trick Room for 2 more, so even if they do end up protecting, we're still going to be alright here. So let's do that. Let's go Icicle Crash and call that a game. I was going to say, assuming we hit the Icicle Crash, but I did not want to jinx it with that. So, glad we ended up hitting that. Again, it's unfortunate that Again, they ended up going with the Surging Strikes into Dragalge on that one. That's something I was definitely not expecting. I wish we could have actually gotten some hits with the adaptability on that, but either way, we still ended up showing, we ended up tanking that special attack. The super effective special attack into us. So, again, shows how much special defense bulk it actually has, and that can actually tank something like that. So, even though Dragalge didn't really have a good offensive effort there, because it didn't do anything, still showed a little bit of the bulk. So, there we go. Good game. Alright, now I see a problem with Chien Pao here, but for the rest of them, I think we might be okay. Yeah, for the most part, I think we should be okay. So we're going to end up starting with Farigiraf to try to obviously set the Trick Room, as well as go with Iron Hands 2 to be able to go with the Fake Out, and plus against all the other mons, Iron Hands is going to be totally fine. So we'll do that, and then in the back we'll have our Dragalge. I was going to say Azumarill. We might actually be able to go with Azumarill. The downside would be against Rillaboom. That's okay. Let's do that. And if they end up setting, or if they end up going with the Rain team, shouldn't really worry about that then, because Azumarill is going to get powered up with the Liquidation and the Aqua Jet too. So, I think it's probably better to bring them over Glastrier. Even though Glastrier is definitely awesome though, man. Honestly. Wish that thing was a little bit faster. Or a little bit slower, because if you're going to go with a full Trick Room, it'd be nice to have something that's definitely going to be slower than the Mushroom. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, cool. So let's go with the Trick Room here. It's going to be a little tough, I'm not going to lie. And let's go with the Fake Out up into the bird. You know what I should have done, though? I should have faked out over into the fish. I only say that because I feel like they're going to terrestrialize into water here just to get a full power Liquidation over into Farigiraf to try to knock it out before it sets Trick Room. So, fingers crossed. Yep. That's exactly what it's going to do, too. Yeah. Should have faked out over there, taking the chance, because really, realistically, nothing Pelipper was going to do to be able to try to knock out, you know? Just to get a move up? Oh, that's right, Wave Crash, not Liquidation. Oh, it's over into hands! Okay. I mean, that's not ideal by any means, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, cool. We'll take that. We get the Trick Room up. I appreciate that. Let's go Dragalge. Only because we have stuff that's going to be at least neutral. I mean, that's going to be 100% accurate, too. So with that. So, let's do that. Yeah. So let's go with a Hyper Voice here. I'm going to go with the Dragon Pulse over there as well. That's fine. Oh, they're going to try to go Aqua Jet, aren't they? Thank you, Armor Tail. So they wasted a turn right there, which is perfect for us. We knock out with the Dragon Pulse. Beautiful. And then we have a singular Hyper Voice going over into Pelipper. So I think this is going to do about half damage, I think. Yeah, about that. Love to see it. Question is, who's going to be their next mon? Best part is, like you saw in that last move, can't do any priority, so that's even better. So Dragalge is going to be pretty safe here from a who's going to go first perspective, you know? Okay, so who's this going to be? Ah, it's Rillaboom. Let's go Hyper Voice, and I'm going to go with a Sludge Bomb over there. Well, it's something that's super effective. I don't know if it's going to take out. I mean, that's totally understandable, too. I get that. But we are going to get the Sludge Bomb off first. Good damage. And the poison, which means that thing's getting taken out this turn. Actually, this might be a Wood Hammer as well, so it's definitely going to take out. Yeah, if only we had the Hyper Voice still. But unfortunately, that Wide Guard is not good for us. So if it's... Oh, they're going knockoff. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can't be upset at that. And actually, no, they don't get knocked out because of the terrain. So that's going to kind of offset that, at least for this turn. Yeah. Just a little bit more would have been nice. That's okay. Can't do much about that. Let's go Hyper Voice. We have Trick Room for 2 more. Yeah. Let's go Hyper Voice, and let's go for... Who do they have in the back, though? I feel like Dragon Pulse was going to be better, but yeah, you can tell they did not want to finish that. But either way, there we go. We end up getting the win. Dragalge is just an absolute terror sometimes. And again, unless they were going to end up going with a Wide Guard or a Protect, I don't think there was a way they were going to be able to survive from the Dragon Pulse. So, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good game. Okay, now I forget if that is that one Mon from Diamond Pearl that uses Explosion or not. Either way, we're going to go with the Farigiraf as well as... Okay, I think we're going to go Iron Hands. I think that's going to be safer. Yeah, I think that's going to be safer. And then the back blow of Glastrier and Dragalge. Yeah, I am a little worried about Amoonguss, only because I know that thing is probably going to underspeed everything we have in Trick Room. So you pretty much know that that's who's going to show up. So I feel like this is maybe going to be... Yeah, the Legendary and either Sableye or Landorus to be able to get the Intimidate. And the Intimidate wouldn't be fun, don't get me wrong, but even so, I still think it's the best bond to put out there. The only other one we would have been able to put out there for Fake Out Pressure would have been Rillaboom, and they would have run into the same issue, you know? And then we would have had to take a U-turn. Okay, well, you know, I was kind of close-ish. Either way, even if they have Taunt over on Sableye, they can't use it because of Armor Tail, and them being Prankster means that... Yeah, them being Prankster means that it's a priority move, so... it's not going to matter. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Because they're probably going to go for like a U-turn or something. I trust that we're going to be able to survive. So I'm going to swap into Glastrier here. Main reason being, if it is Amoonguss that they bring out, then we're not going to get the Rocky Helmet damage. And we also have a Pokemon that is going to... have a super effective move on it and still be really strong too. Although this may be a Reflect. Ooh, trying for the skill swap, but again, same type of thing. With the Armor Tail, because of the let's go. Because of the fact that it stops priority and everything, they can't use anything like skill swap, Will-O-Wisp, or anything like that while Farigiraf is out there. So it actually is pretty nice from that perspective. So let's do that. Let's go Dazzling Gleam. Let's go Icicle Crash, because I know they don't typically carry... yeah, they don't typically carry... Protect. Okay, here's the thing, though. Oh, this is going to be such a risky call. I'm going to go... Okay, I know this is ridiculous. I'm going to go for the Stopping Tantrum over there, expecting them to swap into Heatran. Come on, be Heatran. Oh, it's Urshifu. Okay, we were close, though. All right, good thought, but... Oh. That's smart. That's smart right there. Well, maybe I shouldn't say smart, but not bad, though. Okay, that's good over there. We'll get another Dazzling Gleam. They will end up being able to go for the skill swap. It's okay, though. That's totally okay. I think we're going to be fine here. Let's go for the Icicle Crash over there. I know that's a little risky because of the accuracy, but if they end up swapping out or swapping in, then we'll at least hit whoever that is with a super effective move. Nice. Assuming that it's going to be like Amoonguss or Lando again. That's okay. Yeah. Sableye gets taken out. That's perfect. We get our +1 with Glastrier. That's beautiful. Dazzling Gleam doesn't do anything, obviously. Beautiful. Now we're in a really good spot. We're going to bring out Lando, realize that the Intimidate does not affect Glastrier because of the Clear Amulet, and we're going to be in a good spot. However, they could end up Terastallizing here too, and that would not be good because that might be like a Water type or something like that. So in which case, the Icicle Spear, or Icicle Crash, pardon me, is not going to be super effective or anything. So it's a little upsetting from that perspective, but I think we're going to be okay. Let's go for the Hyper Voice. And I'm going to call it again. I'm going to call it again, say that they take out Urshifu and bring in Heatran. They don't, but either way, the Stomping Tantrum's going to take care of it. Urshifu's gone. And then now we just have a Hyper Voice going over into Landorus. And we're +2. I feel good about that. That's some good damage, too. Nice. Alright, just because I want Dragalge to get in the game, we're going to end up bringing them out next, I think. It's Uxie. Okay, again, can't remember if this is the explosion one, but... Bring in Dragalge. No. No. We only have one at Trick Room. I'm going to go for the... Yeah, I'm going to go for the Hyper Voice, and I'm going to go for a Protect. I know we're losing Trick Room here, but I want to see what their Terra is going to be. And also, if this is the Explosion one... Are you going to be normal? No, you're going to be fair. Ooh, okay. Good thing is we do have Poison move over with Dragalge, so we'll be fine from that perspective. I know it's weird protecting on our last Trick Room turn, but I think we're going to be okay, though. Lando almost gets taken out. And that's a little scary. That's okay, though. That's okay. Okay, that does connect over on Farigiraf. So I actually would have been fine just doing a full swap then. So let's go Hyper Voice. And you know what? I actually trust hands and whatchamacallit in the back, so we'll be fine with that. Let's go with the Heavy Slam over there. It's actually a fun team if we're able to get Trick Room set up. Because it's nice because we stop any priority coming in. And then, of course, we just have really strong attackers in the back, too. I think that's an extremely, extremely big help. And I've yet to Terastallize, too, so at least we kind of have that in the back pocket, you know? Yep, super effective there. Draining Kiss into... Farigiraf, fair enough. And I understand why, you know, realistically, it makes a lot of sense. You know, if you're going to try to set up Trick Room again, you need to get rid of Farigiraf. The flinch is not fun. That's fine. Now we get to bring in Dragalge. I think just to make sure that we don't take any super effective damage from like a Stomping Tantrum or anything like that, I think we're going to Terrastalize. Let's go for the Sludge Bomb over there. And let's try to go for the Icicle Crash over into Lando. That flinch is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. They do have a chance to end up missing on a Rock Slide, obviously, so we could avoid it from that perspective. And then the flinch chance isn't... I mean, it's pretty high, don't get me wrong, but it's not extremely high, so we should be okay. And so if they go Rock Slide again, even if they connect, it's going to be not very effective. It's going to be resisted on Dragalge because of the ground type now. Still going to be super effective over on... That's okay, over on Glastrier, but we both stay in. Ooh. Stored power, but we're good. Yep. Oh, you gotta be kidding. That's okay, though. That's okay. We're gonna be alright. We don't have to worry about the Rock Slide anymore, so we're gonna be okay from that perspective. The good thing here is we did end up getting rid of our poison typing, so that stored power wasn't going to be super effective. So let's do that, and let's go for the Heavy Slam to take care of it. I think that's going to be more than enough. Both are super effective, and, you know. So let's see what they do. I would imagine they try to take out Glastrier, though. I think. Thankfully for us, Dragalge does go first. And to get the Draining Kiss. Oh, it's into Dragalge, though. Okay, cool. Yeah, we totally survived that. So even if we didn't Terrastalize, we still would have survived it. Sludge Bomb. Good damage. And Poison. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Getting really lucky with those Sludge Bomb poisons there. And then the Heavy Slam takes out. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And then even Poisoned, I think we're going to totally be fine. The Draining Kiss wasn't doing much. Stored Power wasn't going to do much, so we're going to be okay from that perspective. So there we go. Dragalge being able to get the half the knockout there on that last one. So there we go. Good game. So even with the 97 base special attack, this thing actually still hits hard thanks to adaptability. And of course the Life Orb as well. I mean, even that Sludge Bomb did a really good amount of damage on Yuxi there in that last battle, and being able to kind of pair that up with the Heavy Slam from Glastrier really kind of made the difference there. And again, even being able to Terrastalize into ground and being able to have a ground Terra Blast, it would have been nice to be able to get that into something like a Heatran, but either way, it's still really nice to be able to have in the back pocket if you do end up going out against a Steel type. So again, if we would have ended up seeing like a Goldango or something like that, it would have been nice to be able to Terra Blast, or Terrastalize, and then go with the Terra Blast into them to potentially knock them out. Again, with the adaptability and the Life Orb damage. Definitely not as much damage output as you would see from Basculegion. I'm sure those of you who've actually used Basculegion, especially with adaptability, know how strong that thing is. And again, even the ones with Swift Swim, and those things still hit hard, and a lot of that is because of the rain as well, but still, with the adaptability, it just hits so much harder. So it just goes to show you, even a Pokemon with under a base 100 special attack can still hit extremely hard with the adaptability and the Life Orb. So Dragalge, while a Pokemon that I wouldn't necessarily recommend, is a Pokemon that I think could actually fit really well in a couple of Trick Room teams. And again, if you end up wanting to use adaptability and then potentially going with a Terra like the Dragon or even potentially the Poison as well, you'd be able to get that 2.25x stab to make it hit even harder. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and we'll see you guys next time.